I think it's about time I said what's on my mind, so here it go. Stay tuned. What's going on, folks? It's your boy Javier Javier with the Javier Javier Show. Make sure you say it twice. I'm just here to talk about it. Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? What does America love about gangsters, and why is gangsters so prevalent in America? So I think psychologically, people love gangsters. Like, whether it's gang members, whether it's mafia, you name it, the movies, Americans like gangsters. I know a lot of people may say, oh, why do people commit crimes? And why do people kill people? And why do people do all these other things? Let me try to explain it from the perception of somebody who grew up around this mentality. Gangsters live like outlaws. It's kind of like the Wild Wild West. It's like, oh, the boys with the guns who do whatever it is they want. They take what they want. They do whatever it is that they feel at the time, and nobody can stop them. So we crave this in America. For instance, like many people go see Bonnie and Clyde in the movies, or people go see The Godfather. I mean, these are legendary movies that we as a society enjoy. But the gangster has been around for a long time, and Americans eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. You know, everybody want to be that Bonnie and Clyde. Everybody want to have that ride or die mentality. So this is me just touching on something that's like random, but I want to talk about different things instead of just politics. So I just want to talk about the gangsters in America and what does it mean, and kind of why do we idolize gangsters. Now, some of you may not idolize gangsters, but for a lot of you out there, you're interested or you're intrigued by the lifestyle. Let's talk about the Crips, the Bloods, the Mafia, the Italians, the Jewish, the you know, you name it. Like, there's gangsters from all backgrounds, from all different cultures and races. And the gangster has a special place in America's heart, because there was a time in America where, you know, America was gangster. Like, America, like, they had farmers out there just picking up weapons and fighting the British and trying to, you know, keep their land and survive. You know, we kind of just was like outlaws. Like, we not doing what you want us to do no more. We gonna live our own way, and we gonna take what we want to take, and we gonna live the life that we choose. And so it's kind of ingrained in America. I mean, we got a Second Amendment that really, like, guarantees us the right to keep and bear arms. And that's given the mentality where you can protect yourself. You don't need somebody else to protect you. You have the ability to protect your own life. Now, when it comes to gangsters, gangsters have this mindset, whereas I don't want a handout. I don't want somebody to give me anything. I'll go out and I'll take what I want. I'll go out and I'll make it happen. Either I'm going to go without, or somebody else is going to go without. Or maybe they don't want us to live this lifestyle, but we're going to live this lifestyle because that's what we enjoy. It all comes back to freedom. Now, there are a lot of people who are afraid to live that lifestyle. A lot of people are afraid to be gangsters. People are afraid to carry weapons and to take what they want and to live on the edge of society as rejects. A lot of people are afraid of that, but they're intrigued by it. So it's nothing better than seeing somebody live the life that you want to live, but either you're too afraid to do it, or you know it's not smart and wise to do it. Now, there are a lot of negatives that come with being gangsters. Like, gangsters spend time in prison. Gangsters lose loved ones, friends, family. You know, gangsters have to watch over their shoulders all the time. They have to run from the cops. Gangsters have to hide. Gangsters have to keep things, you know, under wraps and secrecy. But a lot of that secrecy is shrouded in mysterious, like, different knowledge and wisdom and all these different things that people have come up with, secret handshakes and gang signs, and like, that's the appeal of it. You know, it's that in-group, out-group mentality. It's like, I want to be on that in-group. And in order for me to be on that in-group, I have to prove to these guys that I'm one of them. And once I become one of them, then we are a brotherhood or sisterhood, or we can operate together and we got each other's backs. Especially when you come from communities to where you may not have a father in the home, or you may not have nobody to protect you, a big brother, or somebody to show you the ropes. You look up to these older guys, or you look up to the other guys who got the money, the women, the cars, materialistic things that you can't have, and things that you might be afraid that you may never have because you might just be a victim. The victim mentality is another thing that gangsters don't like. Gangsters don't like the idea that another man can victimize him. Gangsters is like, no, you come try to victimize me, I'm going to fight back, you know? Now, there's always been this concept in my mind where gangsters don't follow other gangsters, in my mind, because I feel like gangsters should have a bigger gangster telling them what to do, you know? But that's just my personal opinion. I feel like if you're going to be a gangster, you should be alone. Like, you should be able to survive on your own, even if you don't have your pack. Are you a wolf or are you a lion? It's something about that strong man mentality. Some people will call it toxic masculinity, but women have been gangsters. There's plenty of women who've been gangsters in history. So it's not just secluded to just men, even though men make up majority of what we would consider to be gangsters. Now, the victim mentality is not something that the gangsters appreciate. You're not finna tell a gangster, hey man, you only, you can never be this and you can never be that because of this, that, and the third. Gangsters are like, nah man, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it. So gangsters are not what we consider to be positive individuals in the community. I'm not gonna sit here and say gangsters are the best thing walking around. We probably don't want gangsters walking around our neighborhood. True. I'm just trying to explain the mentality and the culture behind gangsters, like psychologically, from my opinion. And I just think that there is a high demand for gangsters in the world. Like, there is cultures out there that really appreciate the guy who are the gangsters. There are women out there who go for the guy who's the hardest, who's the most, feared in the area or the neighborhood, the guy who can get the money, the guy who can get the cars, who can spend that with them. Like, also women too. Men like tough women. Men like women who are like, oh, I'm soft with you, daddy, but when I go out here, I'm not finna let another woman disrespect me. I'm not finna let another man disrespect you. I got your back. If you need something, I got it. You need me to keep your secrets, I can do that. You need me to be there for you, I'm there for you. So, and a lot of women flock to that lifestyle. A lot of women like that guy who makes them feel secure. A lot of women prefer security. And men prefer women who they know got their back, that's loyal to the end. So it's more to gangsters than just guns and crime. I mean, there's a whole lifestyle that each gang member or each culture accepts and rejects and has different from other ones. And there's a whole psychological mindset that's backing up the mentality of a gangster. And a lot of it's shrouded in secrecy. And people that's not on the inside of the group want to be on the inside, or they want to be able to see what's going on the inside. I mean, we got documentaries about this. People talk about the Teflon Don, all these mafia bosses and stuff. They are glorified. They are put out in the media because people are interested and want to eat these things up. So I'm just like curious, like, what are your thoughts about the gangster in America and our history with gangsters in America? Like, do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you have mixed feelings about them? Like, tell me in the comments, like, who's your favorite gangster and why? Like, if you were a gangster, what kind of gangster would you want to be? And do you want to see the gangster go away? Do you only want to see him in the movies? Do you like him in the communities? Do you want to get rid of him in the communities? Like, what's up with the gangster? And, please just hit that like, that subscribe button, share it with all your friends and family. I really would appreciate it. So please just hit that like, subscribe button below, and I'll be getting back to you. So you came, you saw, you heard. Now run and tell them I said it. And if they ask me by name, make sure you say it twice. This is the Javier Javier Show.